We're back. This is P. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe now. That way you'll be up to date with all our latest unboxing and review videos. So, Trey Jean is on the beat. Whoa, whoa. And today is February the 4th, 2024. A few hours ago, I just received what you're about to see in the title. This is just going to be a brief unboxing and first impression, maybe a power up of the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. So if you're tech savvy, you know every year around this time, Samsung releases their signature premium top tier S series. And this year it's going to be the S25, the S25 Plus, and the S25 Ultra. There is another variant that's releasing later on in the spring that I think is going to be a thinner style. I forgot the exact name of it. But yeah, look forward to it if it's not in your budget or you don't want to upgrade now. When we say upgrade, that means, of course, you probably already have a mobile device. Maybe you've had one for years, a decade, 5 years or less. And you're looking to upgrade. You're like, okay, I want something that's future-proof, something that's going to receive all the updates, something that's going to have the latest AI, artificial intelligence, and Android software that Samsung in particular can bring. This may be the one for you. Currently, the one we're unboxing is retailing at a base price of $1,300 for 256 gigabytes. I think it may be a promotion where you can get the 512 gigabyte variant, depending on what's left as far as colors and things of that nature, for around the same price as promos, as far as trade-ins. And that's one thing I'm going to be making a decision on, if I'm actually going to send my new S23 Ultra, which is 2 years old, and I'm going to name some of the features that I like about it cosmetically, versus the S25, where I had to end up paying like an extra $600 and some change, even though I checked out with Rakuten and I will be receiving that cash back. And the S25 is going to receive updates, software updates for the next 7 years, versus I think the S23 has maybe 3 more software updates as far as Android. I think that's what they're referring to. And I forgot which version of Android is running, but we'll talk more about that. Let's go ahead and get into this initial unboxing. So this is ordered on the pre-order date, maybe a day after. As I was making the decision, I was like, okay, I've ordered from Samsung before, just this year, the Galaxy Watch 7, also the Galaxy Watch 6, the fan edition of the Watch 6 or 7, or just the fan edition. I no longer have it. And I'm currently using the smartwatch 5 Pro, which I purchased this year. Then we have the 4 Classic. I know a little off subject. I'm just showing you the entire world of Samsung. You can find all of those new, refurbished, like new, on great deals right about now. So yeah, maybe even on the Samsung site. So let's go ahead and see what's in here at the initial unboxing. Oh yeah, it feels heavy. All right, I'll watch some various videos just to get an idea of what's being brought to the table with the S25. So it's going to be wrapped crazy. So keep in mind, if you're going to trade in an existing device, they don't require you to send any of the accessories, only the unit itself back to return, right? So that way you're not charged within so many days. I think it's like 10 days. Galaxy S25 Ultra. All right. Top of the line. I know they have the Folds out. Shout out to J Boogie. I should be getting that review up of the Fold 6. And I got this case free. And keep in mind, shop with Rakuten to where? Samsung. And what else do you want to do? You want to, if you're an educator, as far as a teacher or a student, also if you're military, first responders, it's little credits that you can get back, you know, whenever you upgrade or purchase a device, just be sure to check into all of that, or maybe even do a chat with customer service to ensure that you're getting the best deal before you check out. See what all is available, right? Because in 2025, we're not trying to lose cash or any credits. We're trying to get these items at the best price for our budget, unless you got it like that. All right, so S25 Ultra right here. And I got this case, which is the Samsung Ken Suit case. All right, there's some extra stuff. We'll talk about that later. So, all right, so we already know large displays. This is going to be a 6.9-inch display, right? Versus your 6.8-inch S23 Ultra and your S24, which the S24 is titanium, which is lighter than your S23. All right, so I have powered on the S23, but I have never set up anything. So let's compare these two just in case you're wondering. So let's peel these tabs right here. Comment below if you're waiting on yours, or you're getting ready to get out of class or off of work to go home and check out your new device and upgrade. Okay. Yeah, so we got some little barcodes and information on the bottom. Straight from Samsung. Samsung usually ships their products from Texas, I think. So shout out to everyone working down there. So let's see what's included. 6.9-inch display, the latest AMOLED display, the latest glass protectant. And we'll go through all those specs and details maybe in another video. But you have your Type-C to Type-C charging cable, right? So the Type-C, if you haven't upgraded in a while, means you can just flip this any kind of way upside down, and it's compatible if a friend or loved one has Apple or other devices where you can use this cable with theirs, as far as the new Apple devices and some of the other brands. All right, so that's your sync cable. Keep in mind, there's no charging brick. This phone supports, I think, 45-watt fast charging. I don't know the speed on the actual wireless charger. I can imagine it can be less, probably. It would be less. So you get your charger too for wireless charging in black or white. Now, okay, so I can tell this is lightweight. Feels premium. Squared off, I went with the jet black. It's two different types of black. It's the titanium black and this jet black. Oh, this is crazy. Now, one of the gripes that I'm hearing, what we know is a fact, is that the S25 Ultra does not have the stylus that you could use as a Bluetooth remote to take photos, start videos, play, fast forward, and rewind your videos. So I don't know if that's something they're going to include later in the future or what. So we saw the only thing provided was the sync cable, which I think, hold up, it maybe has to be one of these. Yeah, okay. So you have your SIM card ejector, which means you can swap out SIM cards from your previous phone, and it's like a plug and play. Unlike the eSIM, which you just transfer stuff over. So you still have your SIM tray for your SIM card, which is your mobile and network provider, because this is an unlocked device, meaning you can use it for straight talk or basically whoever. So I can imagine that's the power button, your volume rocker up and down, mic and speaker, no IR blaster in the last few years with the Samsung devices. Here's an antenna for reception, antenna right here. Speakers on the bottom, so this is going to have stereo speakers. There's your SIM card ejection tool. There's no micro SD card slot for expansion. So this is a 512 gigabyte variant, and it's going to have 12 gigabytes of storage So this is the 512 is what I ordered. I have to make sure, of course. So 512 on the storage. The RAM is 12 gigabytes versus the S23. This is a 256 on the storage, no expansion, and 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's crazy because I'm recording with the S20 Plus, which has 12 gigabytes of RAM all the way back then. Yeah, check it out. Note 7, Note 8. Note 7, S8, S9, S10, S20, 21. And we skipped the 22, went to the 23, skipped the 24. Now the 25. Comparison. I do like curved screens. This is going to have the cable in the box as well. And this is unlocked, but AT&T. Whoa. Man. That's crazy. A lot of people saying don't upgrade, save your money for the next device. Yeah, I have to make a decision. All right now we're just looking at the rear, not the rear delts on your shoulders, but the rear of the device. The cameras are larger as far as the actual lenses. And the crazy thing is, for the S23, I had the aluminum rings, HD lens protectors, silicone case, or a clear one by Spigen. Out of box, but I think this might have been for the S20 Plus. I don't know, I got so much skits. But yeah, here's the new case. Alright, so, and don't forget, they do have the smart tags to keep up with your ish and give an alert. So you got the wireless charger, you got the phone itself, you got the smartwatch, maybe you have the tablet. I don't have any tablets currently. I did, but I sold all of the tablets and the laptops. And I'm just going with something else right now. But yeah, just look. Alright, so even though the 23 versus the 25, same height. Now, let me zoom out a little bit. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Alright. And the boxy or the curved. Maybe if this gets some wear on it, it may look dated. I sort of like it. Alright, so let me pull this off. Yeah, that's crazy. So we got the phone powered on. You see the front facing camera. Of course, I think some of the camera specs are the same. Some of them are different. But let's power both of these on at the same time. See which one starts up quickest. The quickest or quicker. So press. The S23. S25 isn't doing skit. Oh, okay. So that means maybe because it needs a charge or some juice. Alright, so hold tight. Okay, so a few of the specs on the S25 Ultra is going to be 3120 times 1440 on the resolution, right? So that's a step up from the S23 at 3088, but it's 498 ppi versus the S23 at 501 ppi. Still have the dynamic AMOLED display. The refresh rate on both is 120 hertz, so that's great for gaming and multitasking. HDR support, scratch-resistant glass with the Corning Gorilla Glass Armor 2, ambient light sensor, proximity sensor. We do have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite octa-core 2x4.47 gigahertz. The Adreno 830, as I mentioned, 12 gigabytes of RAM. Storage not expandable, but you have storage up to 1 terabyte. And I think with the 1 terabyte, you get some type of different screen for more protection. 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Fast charging, reverse charging, phone sharing as far as charge. So if you have another Samsung device, you can just place it on the back of your phone to charge along with your charging case for your new Galaxy Bud Pro 3s, which are out now, or your Buds 3, or anything from Buds in general that supports wireless charging, along with your smartwatch through Samsung. Wired, max charge speed is 45 watts, wireless is 15 watts, and your battery life should last 8 hours. Just being on. Browsing 20 hours, video 8 hours, gaming 14 hours. Quad camera setup, 200 megapixel main camera, secondary 50 megapixels, and 10 on the telephoto on the rear. Your fourth camera is 50 megapixel. Flash LED. Of course, you can record at 8K, 4K, 1080, all of that. 30 frames per second at 8K and 120 frames per second at 4K. Front, 12 megapixel video, 4K, 60 frames per second. And the design, you already know, we're talking about the dimensions. As I mentioned, 6.8 inches, that's diagonal. Phone still charging, we'll get to that in a second. Water and dust resistant, IP68. Also, your back is Corning Gorilla Glass Armor 2. The frame is titanium, lightweight. Titanium is strong, you already know. So you shouldn't have any problems if you don't use a case. But if you're careless and you're on hard surfaces, or depending where you're at, you could damage your phone still, depending on the impact of the phone dropping, scratching, scraping, scuffing, all of that. You have the stylus, right volume control lock, unlock key, ultrasonic in-screen fingerprint sensor that we've been seeing for years with the Galaxy phones. And of course you have your 2D face unlock. The colors is going to be titanium black. I went with the jet black. 5G cellular connection, 4G, 3G, all of that. Data speeds, light A, all of that. Nano SIM is what you're going to need. No headphone jack, and you have multiple speakers. On this particular device, you have the aptX and the aptX HD wireless screen share. And of course, you can connect your phone to your television and cast, Bluetooth, GPS, all of that stuff, all your apps, YouTube, Spotify. You can download all of that through the Play Store. Lots of games that you can upload on here, photos, videos. You can even download software that supports Windows, Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, all of that. And yeah, $12.99. So, and it's a lot of more features. Sound, Dolby Atmos for your audio, connect all your Bluetooth stuff. So we're about to power this up in a few seconds. You already know, let's go. All right, let's try again. I did see a little, it charged pretty fast. I think I seen like 62% on the fast charge. and it popped up at the bottom, which was sort of neat. Hey, I just like this curved screen, but I know we gotta keep it relevant. Dang, but that's $600 though. All right, so the S23 is popping up slightly quicker. Maybe my thumb pressed it. It's about the same. And we're about to see what the hype is. Think about it. 2-year difference. I heard the speakers are the same basically. So that's probably what the S23, 24, and 25. All right, so look at the welcome startup screen. And keep in mind, nothing is set yet. So I don't even have like brightness at its max. I haven't went in and set anything. This is just a welcome screen. Like I haven't set up the timeout, EQ, anything like that. This is gonna be a tough decision. Just look at the font difference. Man, I don't know. First impressions. Agree to all. We'll just say that for now. We'll take this one off. To the policy, agree. All right. Now, basically, to switch things over from an old device, it's already ready. So not only do you want to have your Samsung account set up, if you don't have one, that's email address and password. You're also going to want a Gmail set up. That's for Google, because this runs with Google. If you're switching from Apple, you're entering Google and Android world. But you have a smart switch that you can install on any device, and basically you can connect with a cable or hands-free, and it transfers all your data, which includes your photos, your videos, even your text messages. You need those for proof, lawyer status, right? Or sentimental value, photos, different notes, different things. All of that is in sync, and you can transfer it all. But basically, little first impressions, unboxings. I'm not going to set up any of this stuff, but you can transfer from any device or iPhone or any of that, any Galaxy or Android device. And that means if you need to transfer stuff from your tablet, right? Let's say you do have an iPad Pro tablet and you're switching, or you want some data transferred to this device. All right, that's totally different, but it's cool. It'll set up, and then you can install, run, operate, download, install, whatever you need to do. And of course, from Samsung, you can transfer from an old tablet as long as you can power it up. Sometimes you have these old devices and you're like, it has the old photos, man. How do I get these off? You can transfer all of this stuff. And then it'll even ask by category. You can check the check box for files, music, all of that. You need your music in your vehicle, right? Bluetooth, you can normally set up Android in a lot of the new vehicles, or if not, if it doesn't connect automatically, Bluetooth, or you can get you a Bluetooth adapter. And of course, look how large the display is. You have the 6.9-inch display. You can set this up as GPS. I mean, and it's always going to have the accurate, crispy at nighttime. During the daytime, that's one thing about the S25. Daytime, when the sunlight is hitting and you see all those glares, the glare is going to be better, anti-glare and reflection. So keep all of that in mind if you're going to make a decision. I think, man, see, the price is going to come down on these. It may be a while before the price drop on the S25. And if that's the case, the 23 is going to drop. I can always go back and get one if I need one. But I didn't even have a chance to really explore it. You have the flashlight on the rear if your power goes out or you're somewhere where you need to see better. Oh. See, all these different things. But keep in mind, you're not going to have the stylus with the Bluetooth technology. But if you're coming from a device where you never used it, think about this. What are you missing? You can't miss what you never had. This is Capital P, quick unboxing. I just recommend if you do get a new device, they're going to send you a new case. Get that on as soon as possible. If you need a screen protector, order you one of those. I don't even know where the one is. But yeah, for extra protection, just install it as good as possible. Follow the instructions. Or get someone to install it. Maybe if you're going to pick up the device from your mobile carrier in person or a Best Buy or something like that. Also, get you a charging brick, wireless charger. Eventually, get you a smartwatch. There's a lot of things that you can do with the smartwatch. And keep up. Comment below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. What do you think? Keep the S23 or send it off and go with something new. It's not budget friendly. The S23 is the last of the curved display for now. So if you like swiping over and have it hitting your Shazam and just knowing that it's a curved display, or titanium lightweight. Man. Got some days to think it over. Hopefully you can find the best deal. But if not, if you want something smaller, they have the S25 and the S25 Plus. The S25 Plus is about the same size. But oh, one thing about the S25 is the bezels are smaller, thinner on the sides, even though this is a curved display. Well, at least it's thinner on the S24. That's what it is. This is a curved display. Man, that's crazy. All right. This is P. Follow me on Instagram. Check out my eBay store, P.oastman. Whoa.
Yeah. Bring the drums.